Hi there. So this is the first part of 5 videos that I want to make to help the divine healers find their passions into a business. So many people, they oftentimes ask me, how did you create your business? Because I'm an engineer, or I work in the corporate world, or I work in something that is not so fulfilling and I'm just doing it to either pay the bills or something like that. But I really want to tell you that the way to creating your life is to really dive deep within and find out who you are. Find out what your passions are. Find out why you do what you do. You see, until and unless you have that drive behind, like that big why do you do what you do? The things don't really, manifest in ways that is fruitful, in a way that's fulfilling, because you'll always be running after something that you don't know. There's always going to be a bling bling out there where people will tell you, here's the latest gimmick and here's the latest technique, and do you have your strategies and your visions and your this and your that in place? And all that is great, but you've got to have one big purpose, like one big why you do what you do, because that's what's going to pull you forward. That's the thing that's going to drive you forward. And as a healer myself, I know what it takes to put your heart and soul into something that you're so passionate about and you love and you want to do. But there's a spiritual world and there's a world of living in the world. Okay, I'm going to put it that way. The spiritual world is all about giving and caring, being in gratitude and caring and nurturing and kindness, and all of those things are there. Those are great to have, but you see, those things, those qualities is what carries you forward, and it is the most important elements. However, we live in the physical world. In the physical world, it is a space where we have to have the tools and techniques to create abundance, wealth, prosperity, creating it in a structured way that gives you fulfillment. Because you see, a lot of beliefs are out there that if you're a healer, you just don't make much money. That's not true. If you're a healer, you better be making money, because the world needs you today. The world really needs you more than ever to bring forth your gifts that you came onto this planet with, and to share with the world what you want to and who you are, because you are special. And whatever gifts you have is most important on this planet today. So with that said, I am here to help you to discover your big why. So what I'd like you to do is to really dive deep down and think about, why do you want to help somebody? Why do you think that your gifts are going to make a difference in the world? If you had all the tools, if you had all the money, all the resources, all the everything you need, what is it that's going to help you to just create and manifest the perfect business that you want to have? And that's something that you have to discover for yourself. So I'll tell you my story really quickly. So I used to be in the corporate world, and at the age of 27, I was living the time of my life. I was doing great. I had a great job, and I just finished I started my MBA at that time. And I was just climbing the corporate ladder, just like people have success. So was I. And I was, had promises from society, from culture, from community, that I was going to do really well. And I knew I was going to do really well. However, at 27, I had gone to India to visit my spiritual master. I came back, and at the, within a month, I started getting these migraine headaches. And it turned into like fevers of 103, 104, 105 at night. And it's unbearable. So finally, the doctors, they started telling me that I had all these autoimmune diseases over the course of 3 months, because it continued. My body started to shut down. And at the end of 3 months, I was told I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. And all the different autoimmune diseases were like lupus and meningitis and chronic rheumatoid arthritis. So my question to the doctors was that, you know, where did this start from? And if you can tell me where this started from, you know, I'm ready to do any chemotherapy that you want to do, because they told me I had about 2 to 6 months left to live and chemotherapy as the only option. So that didn't sit very well with me. But anyway, with divine grace, I found an Ayurvedic doctor and who reversed everything in my body. You know, I've written a book about this. It's called Divine Delight, and it's on Amazon. So, you know, the whole story is in there. But I came to to learn about Ayurvedic medicine. I was healed in 21 days. And when I came back to the corporate world, I realized how disease is created. I looked at how we are armed with laptops and pagers and emails and things that you can't escape from. And with that said, you know, that's how we create disease, because we have no balance. There's no distinction between what's right and wrong, because you're just like flowing with something that sucks you in. Like there's this entity that sucks you into what's right, because, you know, you're going to get paid at the end of the day for your paycheck. Well, that's all fine, but what I'm here to talk about is health and wellness, and how I came to this work. That was my big why. I returned to the corporate world and I was like, oh my God, all these people are creating a cancer. All these people are creating diseases because we don't know when to stop. We don't know our limitations. We don't know when to say no. We don't know what's right. We're eating all the bad foods. We're not even sleeping well, and we just show up to work. So with that said, I left my work. I was just completely committed to becoming someone who can transform the world with the wisdom that was given to me. And it's a deeper story, which I'll maybe make another video on, but I wanted to just kind of let you know that if you have a passion, just tap into that something that really drives you, that moves you deeply and emotionally, that almost makes you want to cry when you think about it. So what is that thing? So think about it, okay? And I'm going to see you in the next video, where I'm going to tell you about the next step of what you need as an entrepreneur, as a divine healer, so that you can sustain yourself and be filled with abundance and come from a place of prosperity and flow from the divinity that's going to guide you. And people will be drawn to that thing. Nobody wants to come for another webinar and another goal, another strategy. Nobody wants to come for that. Everybody's tired of it. Everybody's doing it out there. What they really want is your energy. So how do you tap into your own energy to create something that's unique and different? And with that, I'm going to leave you. I am here in Palo Alto, and I'm here to meet my friend for dinner tonight. He's going through San Francisco. I mean, came from San Francisco, and he's was passing through, and he's like, "Hey, you want to have dinner?" So I was like, "Sure." We always have lots to talk about, and I love it when I can connect with people who just have such great things to talk about. So I'm going to go do that tonight. I hope you have a great evening, and I will catch you tomorrow. See you then. Take care.